If you know Club Penguin, also known as that one children's game that got shut down months ago and everyone went total apeshit despite not caring about it for years, yes, that includes me, then you must know about Club Penguin private servers. What is a Club Penguin private server? Well, you see, private servers, also known as CPPSs, are bootleg versions of Club Penguin using modified SWF files to either add to or change the game's content, ranging from colored speech bubbles to having your own disaster of an igloo. Being intended for kids, Club Penguin had moderated chat, and its profits were made by requiring players to purchase a membership for the privilege of being able to buy virtual clothing, furniture, and participate in exclusive events. CPPSs, on the other hand, says fuck you to all of that, with the majority of them having uncensored chat, meaning you can go live your younger self's fantasy without the punishment of getting banned and wear whatever you want whenever you want. Unfortunately, the majority of the CPPS community tend to wear the same fucking shit, usually with the intention of e-dating. Yes, there in fact is an enormous dating scene in this potentially dangerous community, and I say that because the main demographic for these websites are teens ages 12 to 17, so if there are any parents watching this, I'd highly suggest you take a look at your child's DMs on Kick, Snap, or Instagram crackers, because teens tend to share those with almost anybody. Now, before I become some stupid cheesy online safety PSA, I'm going to explain how CPPSs can be dangerous from a technical side. You see, private servers are in no way affiliated with Disney, which means a server and its domain are usually owned by an individual who perhaps could have malicious intentions. How can it be malicious? Well, when you register for a CPPS, your email and IP address are stored into a database that can only be accessed by the owner, or in worst cases become breached into by cool kids. These databases also contain your password, and if you use the same name and password on multiple sites, you can best bet those accounts will be compromised. Now that I've explained the what is the what goes on in the what happens part of CPPS, I'm going to take a look at a select few of these experiments, wondering how unique they can be. Some are attempts at recreating the original Club Penguin after its assassination, and some are straight up mad scientist creations. I'm your boy Cowbelly Ripoff, and this is my final word on this topic because let's face it, it's dead now and I don't usually do these kinds of videos. For the record, I will be looking at these games a little bit from a technical point of view, so before you post stupid shit comments, pay attention, or maybe not, and just ignore what I just said. Here we have VIP Penguin. Oh wait, I mean VI Penguin. This particular CPPS uses the newest engine of Club Poodle, which is known as AS3. I've always found it inferior than the older versions because it always felt so damn slow. VI Penguin gives you the standard bonus features of a common CPPS, such as commands, player settings, and transformations. I would also like to introduce you to something much more speaker torturing than those views items. There is not much else to say other than the fact that this place always seems to be dead. I mean, as of editing this disaster of a video, VI Penguin seems to have bit the dust after such an astounding dynasty that changed millions of young lives within a matter of 2 years. Vintage Penguin is yet another recreation of the original Club Puerto Rico using the initial AS1 engine. It even has the classic Bean Counters minigame with the original music, along with the old Dead Penguin that Disney removed in the new version because everything has to be pussified these days. If you are one of those man-childs who throws the word nostalgia around as if you were an NFL quarterback, then this is the place for you. This is the one place that kept getting advertised by annoying bots during the original Club Pizza Huts and times. Much like VI Penguin, Virtual Penguin uses the underwhelming S3 engine of Club Peanut. As a result of this site being mass advertised and having desperate players migrate, there is actually a decent-sized population, though there is nothing too special about Virtual Penguin besides the typically overhyped name glow and bubble color BS. In addition to that, there are also transformations, saved outfits, player card tweaks, and even being able to BFF or marry your side bitch, like how I have witnessed countless teenagers in the past. And in case you were wondering, yes, this all seems like some blatant ripoff of Oasis, like how I'm a ripoff of Cowbelly, but we'll get deeper into the vast depths of CPPSs shortly. Well, I hate to tell you, but as my slow ass was editing this segment, Club Penguin Reborn decided to take a bathroom break, so special thanks to this Isaac person. After taking a look at Reborn's Twitter, we can see that it was going towards a similar route as Rewritten, except it uses the modern AS3 engine of Club Pineapple. This here is Club Penguin Generations. From the looks of it, there may or may not have been some blatant ripping of a certain other Club Penguin revival, but there's no time to talk about that. Generations uses the AS2 engine, also known as the superior engine of Club Penguin, rather than a slow-ass AS3. Much like the iPenguin, this site is also on life support, with barely any users on despite these clips being filmed during the day in the US. So since the population is less than 50, I might as well sneak into this member party that Disney cannot stop me from this time.
Oh, let's break it! What the?
So like, remember when I said CPPSs have safety risks because of breaches? Well, as of making this, Sonic Generations got its nudes leaked and has shut down. How tragic. It's a shame that a lot of these servers keep taking bullets to the brain, but that's the truth about CPPSs, they do not last long, because let's face it, only the most populated survive. Now that I've mentioned most populated, I think it's time I finally take a look before I continue to see comments about it. What we have here is not your typical CPPS, and yes, I called it a CPPS because it technically is one. This is Club Penguin rewritten, currently the most genuine experience of the pre-2012, 13, 14 whatever the hell era. What makes rewritten so unique is the astounding effort put into it to make it feel like the actual Club Penguin. There are actual mascots roaming around being chased by angry mobs, catalogs are updated monthly, and old parties are revived each month. Of course, there are compromises such as moderated chat and not being able to add any item whenever. While I do not mind the restricted chat thanks to all of the horrific encounters I've had on other places, if that means I'm able to play mini-games in card jitsu again, then I'll gladly take it. Speaking of which, so now this time I'm the knob with no belt, but it don't matter cause I'm about to pull an upset. Okay, maybe not, especially since the game is now broken. I have decided to ditch card jitsu in favor of shredding railroads, so here I am pre-gaming for the X Games. I strongly recommend this if you want a true experience of playing the original Club Panda again. While extra features are nice in CPPSs, the lack of them gives Rewritten a fresh, non-oversaturated vibe to it. The best thing about Rewritten is obviously the fact that there are no edgelords, like what you are about to see coming up next. I'm Cowbelly Ripoff, and sorry you need a paid membership to be watching Disney Channel. If you've made it this far, then congratulations, you are now going to see the dark side of Club Pepper private servers, but at the same time my condolences for having to see me still alive. So let's say all of these other CPPSs are apparently too boring for your punk ass, and you want to try to get nudes sent to you via e-dating, or you want to tell people to kill themselves. The world's biggest, most popular and most active CPPS since 2011, join the over 2 million registered users. Since I have already talked about this particular site in a previous video, I will only be demonstrating the wonderful custom items of cppenis.meme. Here we got the trippy pussy background because funny clever jokes. There is the wavy background, which in my opinion is pretty neat. Then there's the trippy spikes background. Seeing how the word trippy keeps being thrown around is telling me that the people behind this are probably a bunch of acid casualty fruitcakes. Also, what the hell is this? Young lean pin. Sad boys pin. I can now confirm that this is being run by pretty boys who wear Supreme brand clothing and are suffering from crippling depression. You gotta be fucking shitting me. That's not all either. We got Stoneface and Seeth's 10-ounce blunt. I don't know who Seeth is, but I can assure you that this blunt is doing its job. If you think that was bad enough, wait until you see what we have for our final presentation. Behold Penguin Oasis, the private server that just won't go the fuck away. I say this because Oasis has some kind of on and off problem, going through name changes and resurrecting from the dead only to be shut down months later. I also cannot believe I straight up made an advertisement for one of their contests using the goat of pitchman Billy Mays.
Billy Mays here for the new Oasis.ps. It's the world's greatest CPPS. Oasis gives you the free to wear any clothing guaranteed. So whether you're a brown guy or a bald cap guy with a hat, Oasis is free for everyone.
But apart from all of the nonsense, prepare to witness Oasis.ps. Feast your eyes on what I call paradise for the statistically average depressed teenager. But what the hell is Oasis, and why is it so special? The answer is, I do not know. The game is always killing itself, which is something that I should have done in the first place. My guess is the stellar amount of content this particular version of Club Pizza has to offer. No, but seriously, Oasis happens to be the most innovative CPPS on the map because holy fuck is there so much extra content and customization features in this. Of course you got your glowing names and colored bubbles, but now you've got different faces, saved outfits along with the option to change your item hue color. There's also an option to customize the look of your player card and the color of your snowballs in case you've always wanted to throw shit all over the place. If you ever wanted to move fast on Club Pepperoni, Oasis will take care of that for you, or you can simply instant transmission from room to room. It doesn't stop there. Oasis gives you the option to censor curse words for your sensitive self and disable eye candy if this crap is lagging your PC. You can send private messages, change how rooms look with past parties, obtain any item with a simple search, and purchase exclusive features with credits. Now I do not quite remember how to obtain credits. I'm assuming it's through the unique Snowball Seek minigame. What is Snowball Seek? Well, it's basically Club Penguin Deathmatch, with the option to get stronger snowballs to steamroll your enemies. How do you like that you can finally show off your insecurities by saying GG easy peasy after killing players in Club Penguin? There is also this referee bot officiating fine 4 games, and you won't have to worry about a stupid motherfucking holding call after you score at a crucial time. Now if you still think that's all Penguin Oasis has to offer, well then you've got another thing coming. Please take a look at my crib. As you can see, I have made quite the custom igloo that could have never been done on normal Club Paisano. With the magic of Oasis you have the ability to freely scale and rotate furniture items as well as adjusting their hue colors. You can even add a bot and make it your personal waiter or some shit. I'd like to share this moment in congratulating those of you who have always wanted custom igloo music, because now you can with the power of YouTube links.
Hell yeah, motherfucker. Nobody can touch my swag.
To wrap this all up, Oasis is not a bad place if you're looking for a unique private server with lots of customization. The only thing left to say about Oasis are the types of players you'll see here, but I do not need to do that because I've already dropped subtle hints throughout the video. That and also because I'd probably get harassed by mobs the next time I log in. In conclusion, Club Penguin private servers are nothing more than experiments. Experiments that have spiraled into a somewhat phenomenal craze from fans of Club Penguin and young people eager to meet others using CPPS as a better form of interaction. If you are old enough, then you probably remember ICPv3 in 2010, the first big CPPS of its kind, as it reached 100k users before getting taken down by Disney. It is difficult to comprehend a place like CPPS.me still being alive after more than 6 years with more than 2 million players, in which a laughable minuscule fraction still play. As expected from the amount of users, CPPS has a dedicated community with several videos, many of which are just, well, take a look.
Oh my god! CPPS.me! Oh my gosh, it's hacked!
There was also this incident involving a moderator having their account hacked, which resulted in a mass banning spree. Good fucking riddance. Keep in mind that no CPPS are affiliated with Disney whatsoever, so do not expect to have the best experience in terms of safety. Play at your own risk. It is also important that you do not use the same password on each of these websites, as database breaches are guaranteed to happen regardless of how protected they claim to be. Because no CPPS will ever match the safety of Disney's official Club Penguin. As of this video, the only one I recommend is Club Penguin Rewritten, because of its stability. Yes, I am aware of its security breach months ago, but it has been properly taken care of since then. Rewritten has such an active community that will most likely keep its lifespan throughout the next few months or hell, even years. I also urge you to be extremely vigilant of the links you see for Rewritten, because there have been a slew of cool kids tricking innocent users, so be sure links you find look exactly like this. As for the other servers, CPPS.me has been around for about 6 years and Oasis is like the Jason Voorhees of CPPSs. While Oasis might be the most innovative CPPS on the block, I still prefer the vanilla Club Penguin experience because I've already had my days with Oasis and .me. That is right, I used to play these years ago, and those days have since then been put to rest. Lastly, people might ask me, why did I not mention anything about the atrocious Club Penguin Island? Well, in case you haven't noticed, there's nothing about it that hasn't been said already. It's a business decision Disney made that we unfortunately cannot do anything about besides play bootlegs. Even if Club Penguin remained alive, its death would have been inevitable. As of July 2017, Adobe announced that it will drop support for Flash Player by 2020. This is big because Club Penguin runs on Flash, and without it there would be no Club Penguin. Normally keyboard kids would be bitching, but the truth is Flash Player is outdated in terms of security. Hackers and cool kids are constantly finding loopholes, and Adobe would rather shank it before it becomes its own villain. Think of it as a boat with holes appearing and Flash Player updates being the patches to stop leaks. Adobe wants to keep that boat from sinking, but it's time to put that shit up on Craigslist for developers begging for open source. I'm Cowbelly Ripoff, and this has been my final word on this topic. Please do not press the red button if you think I'm still going to talk about Club Penguin. As for the OG viewers who knew me from making these questionable videos known as YTPs, I plan on making a comeback. On second thought, maybe it was a good thing Club Penguin shut down.